another splendiferous day at our Palazzo.
Oh, it really is.
And I'm Andrew.
And I'm Katia.
And together
we're renovating this palazzo behind us.
we are. And this palazzo behind us is Palazzo San Benedetto.
In San Benedetto in Perillis, in the L'Aquila province of Abruzzo. There are also two other family members, our teenage kids, Safina and Rocco. But as some of you with teenagers might understand, they don't always give authorization on photos and film that you might take of them. However, they're very happy to post all their photos and selfies and God knows what on their TikToks, aren't they?
Yeah, but as soon as we want them to do anything, it's like, oh, I'm not doing that. We first discovered this wonderful place that we're in now, Abruzzo, and this wonderful place, San Benedetto, together in 2005, a few months after we first met.
Yeah.
Which was a long time ago now, wasn't it? And we decided then to go on a skiing holiday to Italy, but particularly to Abruzzo, to its fifth largest ski resort called Roccaraso. We wanted to go skiing, we wanted to have a holiday together, we'd only just met, and also we wanted to discover Abruzzo.
Yeah, we did. So we spent the first week skiing in Roccaraso, which was fabulous. And then because we had a hire car, you have to have a hire car here.
We fell in love twice.
Yes. We did.
We fell in love with each other, and then we fell in love with Abruzzo.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you've just got everything. You've got mountains for hiking and skiing. In fact, the highest peak of the Apennine mountain range is here in Abruzzo, the Corna Grande, which is 2,912 metres high, and we've been up it, haven't we?
We have.
Yeah, we did that. And, then there's the stunning Adriatic coastline with beautiful, beautiful sandy beaches and some pebbly ones, if that's your thing, and a fantastic Tribocchi coast, as it's called. There's pretty hilltop villages, ancient hermitages, castles, the best food and wine. I mean, what more can you want?
In Abruzzo, they have 75% of Europe's, not Italy's, but Europe's flora and fauna species, which can be found right here, including bears, wolves, lynx. There's 3 national parks, each one very different.
Yeah.
And there's 1 regional park and over 30 nature reserves. It's a really special place. It's known as the greenest place in the whole of Europe, and there's lots going on here always. There's festas somewhere in some village at every part of the year, all year round, and you'll find the most wonderful people here. We came here many times before we decided to buy the property we have now. I don't know how many visits, but a lot.
And how many properties we've viewed? Oh,
I counted them.
No.
Okay, some were very quick. Just a glance and we knew they weren't for us. But we did visit in total about 100 properties.
in all the 4 provinces.
Yeah.
So you've got L'Aquila, Pescara, Chieti and Teramo. So we covered the whole
Over
region.
countless trips.
Yeah, we're
Countless.
fussy.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
But also it was about finding the right place.
So, after our first visit, 2005, end of 2005 to 2006, because we were here for the new year into 2006.
Oh, that's right.
We obviously got to know each other very well, and
And we'd only been together a short time.
and
About 2 days, wasn't it?
and so we were already saying it needs to be something that obviously can make a holiday rental business, but also a family home. And in fact, when we came to view this property, our eldest, our firstborn, was just 5 weeks old. Anyway, back to this property. So actually, just to let you know, the oldest part is from the 800s, so it's now just over 1,200 years old. And the newest part is 15th century.
Still not very young.
No. And yeah, this palazzo looked very, very, very different when we first came to view it, and when we bought it. We scraped every penny we had together. In fact, we also borrowed money. It looks really grand now, and you think that, now it would cost a heck of a lot, but It wasn't a huge amount, but still, it cost us every single penny. And like I said, we also had to borrow money. But we fell in love with it. So it was like, yeah, we had to have it, and we had these dreams for it. And we always said that we would do it, step by step over a number of years. And
we were right.
Yeah, so but hang on. So step back in time. We bought it in April 2008, and then
unfortunately in 2009 there was a massive earthquake in the L'Aquila region, just outside of L'Aquila. L'Aquila itself got very badly hit, the capital. We wanted to know if our house was okay, because we'd only just bought it, and eventually all right, the building.
Understatement, but
eventually we found out that the house was still standing intact.
But it had some cracks.
But what we didn't know was, at that point, no one told us we'd lost the tower. The tower you can see there now had collapsed, mostly about 3/4 of it, and that one we bought the property because of the tower.
Yeah, that was a really sort of unique selling point for us. And it's 11th century communication watchtower, and then also
they're rare.
In fact, we did actually call this place the Dove Tower for a long time. But then we realised that dove, D-O-V-E, means dove
in Italian. It doesn't
which
work.
Means where.
Yeah, the where tower.
Yeah. Anyway, so basically, this is actually registered as the equivalent of what we have in the UK is a listed building, Grade 1 listed buildings. The equivalent of that is registered with cultural heritage, which meant that we were going to get the full seismic restoration renovation costs paid for. So,
which, trust me, I won't tell you how much it was, but it was a very, very large amount of money.
Yeah, it was, and it took a long time to get. It was a long journey to actually get to the point of it starting. And in that time, actually, beginning of 2018, I said, look, come on, the kids are getting older. It's a great time for them to move now in order to become fluent in the language, in Italian. And maybe if we're actually there, then, we might be able to put some pressure on to get things moving. Although since then we found that things don't really work that way. It's all very piano. There's the sort of legislations and
you should tell people what
regulations.
Piano means for those that don't know.
Oh, slow. Regulations and legislations. Italian bureaucracy. Also here in Abruzzo. Actually, we've renamed it Abruzzocracy. But whether moving here or not, which we did in August 2018, had an effect. I'm not sure, but the work started in July 2019.
Today's a really important day for us. It's the 1st of July, and work has finally started, as you can see in the background, on our house after 10 long years of waiting.
And then they finished in September 2020. Yeah.
They did it a little bit too quick, in my opinion, because they said it was going to take 2 years, and they did it in just over one.
That was another thing. The fact that the last 5 years, we've not exactly been living the dolce vita, have we? It's been a big struggle. We didn't anticipate the pandemic, which basically,
or the war.
Yeah, it stopped. The pandemic basically put a stop to our tours. We're now called Exploring Abruzzo, and so we basically bring, now any English-speaking tourist to Abruzzo for tours, which Andrew leads.
Which I love doing as well.
Yeah, and we both love exploring Abruzzo. So every opportunity we're out there, aren't we?
Yeah.
In fact, we've got a YouTube channel called Exploring Abruzzo.
You should have a look.
Yeah.
Tell us if you like it.
Yeah. So
Tell us if you don't.
So
don't tell us if you don't.
Slowly, I just found some sellotape in my hair.
Oh, that's nice.
Or something. I don't know. Anyway, never mind. Sorry.
Yeah.
So basically, we didn't anticipate.
Oh, look at that!
Oh,
beautiful.
We didn't anticipate COVID. We didn't anticipate the fact that we'd be here for 5 years renting improperly, because we're renting improperly right now, because this behind us isn't habitable, which costs us a lot of money. every month. Not a lot in relation to what rent costs in England, but relatively here it's sucking
all relative,
us
isn't it?
dry.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't bank on the Ukrainian war, which has hiked up all the prices for building materials, and then also we really didn't bank on the Italian government withdrawing all the funding that we banked on. So basically they had these 50% and 65% bonus schemes where you pay up front and you get 50% back. Well, a little bit less than 50% because you have to pay for the credit lines through the bank, post office. But yeah, they've gone. And because we didn't hand the project in until after that, so we have to put a project together for this. Everything we want to do for this has to be submitted to the Cultural Heritage, where the Soprintendenza says yay or nay. But basically, we handed our project in after 2 years of working
Which was too slow.
Much too slow.
Because that's why we missed all of the funding that we would now have.
Well,
we'd be able to do the entire place.
Yeah, we wouldn't get the cashback bonuses, but what we would have got instead.
No, we would have if we'd started, if we'd submitted it before.
No, because no one's giving those. We would have got tax credits.
Before.
Oh God, if we could have started.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Before then, we would have been able to finish this project.
Everything is so slow here.
But that's also what makes it special. You know, you could say everything's really slow, but if you want everything as fast as you had it at home, stay at home.
Yeah.
Because that's how you had it. You've got to remember that you left that for a different life.
Yeah.
So if you want the same life that you left, don't leave.
Oh look, the sun's gone now.
I know, I'm a bit upset about
shame.
it.
But anyway,
we didn't reckon on that either.
It's still warm here. It's
Yeah,
still
that's
lovely.
lovely.
Look at us. Yeah. So anyway, so we didn't bank on all that. So literally the last 5 years has been difficult. We've got ourselves more and more in debt. But we still have the end goal, and we still we still believe that we're going to turn this into our family home.
Exactly how we've always wanted
and, you know, 4 apartments for rent, and it'll be wonderful, and you know that we will be living the dolce vita. Yeah. It's just going to take us a little bit longer and cost us twice, if not 3 times as much as we anticipated.
Yeah.
But what the heck? Yeah. Look at where we are.
Exactly.
You know? Yeah. So you've got to have a different outlook. You know, taxes are higher here as well, but we always say, do you know what? It's worth paying for that privilege, isn't it, of living here and being able to just pop to the mountains to ski, to pop to the beach, and
I mean, if you wrote a disaster story for someone with buying a property and then being hit with every single thing that you could ever imagine, that's what we've had.
Yeah, but you know what? We're still here.
No,
we're still smiling, and we're still enjoying it.
I love it here.
Yeah, no, I love it here as well. I wouldn't want to be anywhere else, actually.
I mean, look and listen.
You know, what we should say actually where we are is we've mentioned San Benedetto in Perillis. It's an ancient hilltop village just on the borders of the L'Aquila province and the Pescara province of Abruzzo. Beautiful little village, and actually it was founded in the 700s by Lombardy families along with Benedictine monks, and the first thing they did here was establish and build an abbey, and that is one of the oldest abbeys in Abruzzo, and that's currently being restored. Inside
and outside.
Yeah.
And it's going to look stunning.
And it's just beautiful here actually. There's just beautiful little narrow streets and lanes in the Centro Storico, the historic centre. Some of these old stone houses still have wooden locks, which this village is famous for.
And apparently there's only 2 villages in the whole of Italy that have wooden locks still.
It's really, really charming here, isn't it? It really is. It's beautiful, and we can't wait to be part of the community. It's a very small community. One of the reasons, not only that it's charming and we found this amazing building, one of the other reasons that we positioned ourselves here is that we're smack bang in the middle of Abruzzo, which means that we can get out and about and explore Abruzzo
easily,
very, very easily.
Yeah.
So, you know, if we drive down to Popoli, that takes 12 minutes down the SS17, which is a national road. West it goes to L'Aquila, and then this way it goes down all the way to Sulmona, then to Castel di Sangro, which is on the border with Molise, and then from there it changes into something else, and off you go down to Naples. In fact, Naples is 2.5 hours from here. Alternative, you go down to Popoli, and there's the motorway, the E80, and that takes you all the way to Pescara, 40 minutes from here.
Or to Rome.
Or to Rome the other way.
Hour and a half.
Hour and a half to Rome via Avezzano. So we're ideally positioned. So Rome obviously is the big national airport, but don't forget Abruzzo has its own airport as well in Pescara. Yeah. So yeah, location-wise, this is absolutely ideal.
Also, Popoli has its own train station and bus station.
Yep.
So you can get buses and trains just...
Oh.
That's the end of my
Sorry,
sandwich.
Anyway, we hope that you're going to, join
Follow
us join us on our journey.
Our roller coaster of a journey.
Yeah, absolutely. And subscribe to this channel. Be notified when the videos do go up. I don't know what the next one will be. We've got some old footage we'd probably like to share, but at some point soon we will also do a tour of the inside of this 1,000 square metre palazzo.
Show you what we've got now and what our plans are for everyone.
Yeah, and also we should say it's very interesting inside, and we do still get lost, don't we?
We do.
We do still take a wrong turn every now and then.
And then I hear this Catio, where are you? And I go, well, where are you? And I'll get the reply, I'm not sure where I am. I'm in the kitchen. Which one?
Yes.
It's like that.
Yeah, so anyway, quick summary. It's not habitable. We've got a project.
Well, we can sleep in it, but that's about it. We've got no running water, no heating.
We have a toilet that's connected to the
sewer. But no running water, so we have to flush it with a bucket.
Bucket flush.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
It's fine.
There's a lot of structural work that we want to do, which we'll explain to you over the next videos that we post.
And we'd love you to come on this journey with us and to experience the things that we're going to experience, and for us to be able to show you what we're going to do and see if we can do it, and follow us and
experience it with us. Come cry with us. I've been doing a lot of crying.
Come fly with us, and you changed it to come cry with us.
Yeah. September we're going to find out if all the things that we want to do to change this amazing monument, as they call it here, are allowed by the Soprintendenza, which is going to be like the architect in charge of this. We already know some things we can't do, which don't make sense. Abruzzocracy, or is it just cultural heritage legislations? I don't know. None of it makes sense. In fact, sometimes an architect as well says it doesn't make sense. A lot of the times it's down to personal taste.
Which personally I think is wrong.
Yeah.
I think there should be some guidelines for every superintendenza to follow, set by the government.
Yeah, and particularly cultural heritage buildings that are going to be turned into family homes, into something that's going to actually boost the local economy.
And bring badly needed people to villages with dying population.
Anyway, join us on our journey.